Football is back, ladies and gentlemen, which now means it's time to get your team's football shirt. But I'm not trying to pay £120 for a football shirt. I'm just saying. But I have found the solution for myself and for you, the lovely audience of the Don Husam channel, with your own coupon promo code. And this is the solution, ladies and gentlemen. All you've got to do is just go to okjersey.com. As you guys can see, all the options are there. Of course, I'm a Liverpool fan, you guys already know. And then this is the shirt. Look how amazing it looks. I'm just going to go pick my size. And then after that, I'm going to choose the Premier League patch. And listen, I'm too old to be putting any player names on the back. So I'm just going to get it as it is. I'm going to click add to cart, view cart. And this is the same thing that you guys do on any website. You proceed to checkout. You fill in all your information. And then after that, coupon code Husam. When you click this coupon code, you get a 8% discount. Enjoy shopping, guys. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of the Red Pill Blue Pill podcast. We are back on Tuesday, Habibis, as per usual. You get me? Liverpool lose, City lose. Martin will be joining us in a bit. City lose and Arsenal win, guys. You get me? So this is the summary. Sorry, Chelsea won as well, of course. How can you forget? Bum-ass Chelsea won as well. This is true. This is true indeed. Anyway, make sure you guys are liking, make sure you guys are subscribing. All the links are in the description. Igal Talks Football, Kings of the Bridge, and Mancunian Yanway, who will be joining us literally in just about 10 minutes or so. So, yeah. Big up to my guy, Akia, who starts us off with a super chat. Says, big up to some on the whole panel, but Martin. Okay, we'll read this when Martin's here. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so check out our sponsors, OK Jersey. Use code Husam for 8% off. And let's go. Big up. So,
Husam, before we go any further, can I ask you a quick question? Do you still believe that Camavinga is superior to Declan Rice in every way possible?
Camavinga is a very good midfielder. That's not a crazy take.
Why have you asked that question?
No, because last year, before we played Real Madrid, in case you guys don't know, the whole Camavinga Declan Rice debate started out of nowhere. And I'm just trying to say, almost a year removed now, Husam, before we get on to the Champions League and everything, and the Premier League and everything, can you now admit that looking back, you underestimate how good Declan Rice is compared to Camavinga?
I don't think so. I really like what's his name, Declan Rice. I've actually been on his side.
No, but the way you spoke, it was disrespectful to compare Declan Rice to Camavinga.
I wouldn't say it's disrespectful, but
no, the way you spoke to me, you said I have no decorum.
Yeah. I'm saying now it's not disrespectful. Now it's not disrespectful. But
man. It reminds me of the Casemiro Declan Rice debate when he first signed for us. It's always crazy until time continues.
Let's actually start by speaking about Arsenal, Igal. Let's do it because you won this week. You get me. Let's give you your flowers. Big up to everyone locked in. Like I said, please hit the like button, subscribe. Akia, I'll read it to Martin as soon as he's here. So, Igal, 4-1 win at home to Spurs. Talk to the people.
You know, people said, Eze, did Arteta even want to sign him? Is he an Arteta signing? What do you call it? He's kind of underwhelming. I'd rather have Xavi Simons over Eze. That's what I was hearing. People were saying, Eze, he's not going to do nothing in this game. You don't have Odegaard. You don't have Gyökeres. You don't have all these guys. We're good away from home. It was never going to be a Tottenham win. You guys who expected Tottenham to do you any favors in any title race, City fans or anybody watching, you could have turned that hate watch off at halftime. You knew that game was done, buried, the moment we got the second goal. And another Eze to get a hat trick against a team that was trying to sign him in the summer and basically tell him, you know what, that's crazy, Take this in, guys. He rejected them. And then the first time he plays against them, he says, hold that. Hold that. He basically told them to hold that. And I'm dying of laughter because you got all these guys, Deji, George, all these people just saying everything. Every year, it's the same thing. Every year, for the last 15 years, it's this year it's different. we have Thomas Frank, we have Ange, we have Conte, we have Jose, we have Pochettino, we have Son and Kane, we have this guy, we have that guy. It's literally the same story, just change the personnel every year. It's like watching watching North London derbies for me is the same as like watching Law and Order. You know the plot, you know how it's gonna go, but you're excited to see how it happened, how it's different every year, because it's like, you know how Law and Order, it's kind of entertaining at the beginning, it's interesting, and then guess what? At the end, you know they're gonna find the guy, they're gonna get the person who did the crime, and they're gonna get over with. Same thing with Arsenal here, North London derby at the Emirates. You know we're gonna get a result. You know we're gonna either win the game or get a draw. Worst case scenario, and 9 times out of 10, we're gonna embarrass them. So what did we do? We embarrassed them, and Thomas Frank, he's not going to last long at Tottenham. The way that he played against Chelsea and Arsenal back-to-back games, no bravery, no heart, no nothing. They had nothing because of Thomas Frank's design. And I do think there's a difference between managing a Brentford and a team where you're expected to be the team that attacks and that goes for it. He played like a minnow. He played like he was still managing at Brentford. Didn't change. And you know what? He's an Arsenal fan. We know this. We've seen him speak about Arsenal, go to games, go to Q&As and other things with his notepad and pen ready to go to learn from Arsene Wenger and other Arsenal greats. He's a Tottenham manager, but an Arsenal fan at heart. So big up Thomas Frank. And if I'm just going to go through some of the people, Hincapie came in for Gabriel Magalhaes, no problem. That's squad depth. That is what we needed for the last couple of years. You have players coming into the team when players are out, no problem. We didn't feel that Gyökeres was out. We didn't feel it that Odegaard was out. We didn't feel it that Gabriel was out. We didn't feel it that Havertz, Jesus, Madueke, all these guys are out. We don't feel it because we have the level of cover that we finally needed. We have 2 11s that can compete to a certain level of standard. I'm excited for all competitions. Forget about just the Premier League. We're ahead in the Premier League right now by 6 points. We're still in the League Cup. We're going to be competitive in the FA Cup because of the squad depth. And in the Champions League, in 24 hours, we are going to be seeing the 2 best teams in Europe facing off in Arsenal and Bayern Munich. And
just quickly, Gal, before you carry on, big up to Jem because his internet is fighting for its life. We have a Chelsea replacement. You get me. Big up to you, Jem. Appreciate you, brother. See you next week. sorry,
See you
guys.
next week. I'll be back. Probably. Don't worry. I'll be back.
See you.
No worries.
Hello, Winter Surfer. Big up, brother.
Big up, Winter Surfer.
Good?
But yeah.
Good.
Basically, I'm just saying. I do think we currently are not only favorites to go on to win this Premier League, but we're favorites to go on and win multiple trophies this season, hopefully, because of how well we are playing and how good our squad depth is. And I'm just very excited to see where we go from here. I hope this past couple of weeks has humbled some people, because the moment they've seen Arsenal get Gabriel injured or we drop points to Sunderland, they started thinking that this was going to be the same old Arsenal. It's not, mate. It's not.
Andrew, it's just a
report. Oh, sorry. No, I agree with Gal. It's it's the squad is looking very good. I mean, Gal's Arsenal's a bit like when we play Tottenham. It's no real barometer. Do you know what I mean? It's like because we always beat them. Do you know what I mean? It's like I always stay quiet during the Tottenham build-up because I just let them mouth off during the week, and then we end up just beating them anyway. It's the same with the Arsenal lot. It's like when they do, I always find it funny when they do a combined 11 between Arsenal and Tottenham, and Spurs try and get like 5 players in the combined lineup. But no, it was very impressive. And what was funny was that Arsenal really took their foot. They could have beaten by 7 or 8 if Arsenal really wanted to on the weekend. Spurs were just pathetic. That goal put them up to 0.07 before that Richarlison goal, and that was a speculative long shot. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't even like a big chance. Do you know what I mean? So it just put them up to no, very impressive.
Goal of the season contender.
It is, but it will mean nothing. It doesn't mean anything. It just means it means absolutely nothing. And that's it. Arsenal were very impressive, and It'll be interesting to see them against Bayern Munich. I think they'll beat them. I hear like Arsenal fans saying, no, they're going to rotate a lot, but I don't know if they are going to.
Nah, Arteta won't rotate.
Yeah, I've not seen Arteta do that much for like in the Champions League games, like against bigger opponents. And you want to keep the momentum going as well. Do you know what I mean? It's not, you don't want to like stop and start. It's like, it's just, there's no need to do it. He'll make little changes here and there because that's what all managers do, just to keep everything fresh. But I'm really impressed with Trossard, man. He's a very underrated player. Very underrated, even by some of the Arsenal fan base. Even by some of the Arsenal fan base, yeah.
You know, there was a video I seen. Eze was speaking to Dutch and Polish broadcaster for the Premier League, and he had Freddie Ljungberg asking him a question. What makes you so special in the final third? How do you do what you do so well? He's like, I've always played for clubs that don't have too much of the possession. So when I get the ball, I basically treat it like it's the last chance I'm going to get of the game. And that's why I shoot with so much power. That's why I try to get it always on target. And that's why I make him every time I get the ball in the final third to try to make it very meaningful, because I don't know when the next chance is going to come. But at Arsenal, obviously we have way more chances, but I'm still kind of like, I still have that DNA in me where I just do it this way. And it's like him and Trossard have that mentality. Not too many players at top teams think, you know what, this is the last chance I'm going to get in the game in the 40th minute. They still think, you know what, recycle, let's go for another, let's just try to get a better opportunity. And I'm just like, you know what, fair play. I didn't think about it that way. Having some players who come from teams that don't necessarily play and have the most possession, that mentality can help you break low blocks. It can help you versus teams that are going to set up well defensively. And that's what Tottenham tried to do. They try to play well defensively, and Trossard breaks them down, Eze breaks them down. And it's not a coincidence that they're the guys who are just like, fuck it, I'm going to shoot. Where you have Saka, as I love Saka, but he's always trying to find the perfect shot or the perfect pass. Where
yeah, and I also think
this is true, because when you play for Crystal Palace, like, you might get only like 2 or 3 counterattacks the whole game.
You don't know when you're going to get.
Look at Lewis.
Wow,
look at Lewis.
Wow, Lewis.
You fraud! I told you. I told you. I know you like the back of my hand now. You say the same old shit. This is your excuse pre-game. And when I tell you you're acting like me, you say I'm not acting like you.
Michael Oliver was the referee last night, I think, in the Man United game.
In the North London derby. Remember,
no, but look, Martin Taylor. Look at who's the referee for the Arsenal Chelsea game. He's going to complain about that.
He won't. I know, Lewis. We both think the Anthony Taylor thing's overblown by the Chelsea fan base. We don't really, because we only go to the FA. It's only really because of the FA Cup final between us that there's real, and Harry Kane. Sorry, not Harry Kane. Harry Maguire kicking Matt Batshuayi in the balls.
Oh, yeah,
that was it. We think it's overblown. Anyway. So
some guy has headphones in and he's like, "You're shouting."
No, you ain't shouting. Don't worry. Your voice is very normal. Don't worry.
No, but I thought Sunday. You know what I found, Agal, watching it? I think Arsenal was surprised by the lack of intensity that Spurs showed in that game, like for the first 20 minutes, and then they just went, "Oh, you're here to just."
It was over the moment that I found out they were going to play 2 midfielders, and we were going to have 5 people in the midfield. Trossard and Moreno helped out in the midfield. You have and these guys have, they're basically 5 against what? It was 5 against 2. 5 against 2 in the midfield. Declan Rice coming up to you with your back turned to the goal. You're facing your own goal, and Declan Rice is behind you. You're losing that ball. It's 1-0.
And then they started with 5 at the back. Then they moved to 4 at the back during the game. And it was like, you haven't played 5 at the back all season. You haven't done it all, and they looked like they hadn't even trained to do 5 at the back.
I think the PSG
World champion of what? The United States?
Yeah, but I think the PSG game and the Man City game really fooled them into thinking they're better than they are, because against Manchester City, they do this versus Manchester City.
To be fair, they did have the best away form in the league, though.
No, but it's kind of fraudulent because it's mostly teams lower down the table and Man City.
Plus that PSG game, PSG have been training for 6 days.
Yeah. And they still beat them in the second half.
Yeah.
And pre Donnarumma, Man City was terrible. We know that. Defensively, they were shocking with what's his name, James Trafford. Like, I'm surprised if James Trafford gets a move to a top club off the back of his performances with Man City at the beginning of the season.
But Sam beat like for Chelsea and Arsenal, when they beat Spurs, it's like when you beat Villa at Anfield. Do you know what I mean? It's like you always beat Villa at Anfield, no matter what.
Or Everton,
you know what I mean?
at Anfield. Usually you beat Everton at Anfield.
No, but
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
why I said pre-game. Like I think I said there is 0% chance Spurs win the game, and I said 5% draw, 95% Arsenal win. You just should know it. To be honest with you, Eze for me is like the fairy tale story of that game, because like grew up supporting Arsenal, score against your local rivals. By the way, could have had a super hat trick if it wasn't for an amazing Vicario save.
That's
Spurs just suck, man. They do.
Also,
Spurs suck, legit.
the whole Ange stuff last year, it kind of makes you think: does it make sense to go and get does it make sense to go and get coaches like Thomas Frank from Brentford, because their DNA is to be like this? They don't know
To
how
be
to
honest,
manage
it
the
does
top
make
team.
sense because you have to get Premier League experienced managers, though.
No, but no Premier League. Okay, who Premier League era has made the step up to a top club and won?
That is true.
They tend to come from other places, come in and make and do it from there. And even then, what makes you think having the mentality of playing defensive for Palace, Brentford, Bournemouth is going to necessarily translate? I do think part of his managerial style, he could be a good bridge manager. He could help them fix up their defense and have a defensive mentality. But I don't think Thomas Frank is going to get them anywhere. I do think Thomas Frank, Arne Slot, all these guys we speak about right now, Thomas Frank might be closest to getting sacked out of every manager. And Arne Slot's fighting a good fight, but I think he
Actually,
gets
today we got the Chelsea special tweet. Fabrizio Romano. Oh yeah, the board are backing Arne Slot.
Yeah, the dreaded vote of confidence.
Okay, yeah, so that's basically like
yeah.
That's like, hey, I woke up today, Red Line Taranga. I saw his message. This is what he messaged me. Yeah, listen to this. Liverpool's situation is complicated and is seen as an emergency situation. Internally, the manager and staff are being discussed. Arne Slot knows that the situation must change as soon as possible, but the club still back the manager. That's when you know the writing is on the wall. You wanna let me translate it from journalism to us football fans, from journalist to football fan, like logic. Basically, you lose the next game, you're gone, buddy. It's simple as that. Like, it's just, yeah.
Still back the manager just means they haven't found a replacement for you yet.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
might be an interim thing.
But you know something? Bringing it back to Arsenal. Bringing it back to Arsenal, I just want to show you guys like how much have we improved and evolved over the last couple of years. Because we have been beating Tottenham easily in the past, but that was the easiest I ever seen it, and partially down to their setup. But another part, do we even face shots from some of these teams? Like, we have faced in the last month a total of like 5 shots since the beginning of last month. On target, I mean, obviously, we've been limiting everybody to how many shots they take on us on target. But fair play to what do you call it? Everyone who's being supportive and thinking that this team was going to dominate from the beginning, because a lot of us got criticized at the back end of last season when we said I can still see this going in the right direction. A lot of people were on the Arteta out train talking about this team is never going to go anywhere. I always said I'd rather have Edu sacked than Arteta, and I've been proven right once again. We bring in a director of football who knows what he's doing. We now have the squad depth. We now have the quality needed, and I expect my team. It's no longer about Arsenal, you must. We will. Just accept it.
Andrew, have you accepted it already? Because I have.
Not yet. I think if they beat us on Sunday, I think big realism will sit in. because I see them having little bumps in the road like a Sunderland, but not a lot. Their bumps in the road will be draws, whether others will be like defeats. You know what I mean? Like the Sunderland, it would be a draw. Whether it's like City will drop a few games like they do against Villa and Newcastle. Will be inconsistent and that going forward. And I just think they'll have a draw here and there. I think realism comes in because they'll be 9 points ahead of us. Assuming City win, they'll be 7 ahead of City. I know they've still got to go to Etihad, but I think they could at least. I think they'll get a draw at the Etihad. You know what I mean? I think they got it last year with 10 men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They can get it. They can get it this year, and you can probably maybe come and get a 1-0 win away. City. I don't think City are. We saw it Saturday, right? They created a lot of chances against Newcastle, but they also conceded a hell of a lot of chances against Newcastle. Well, and it is Newcastle are good at home, but they do concede a lot of chances. Do you know what I mean? They're not infallible. But it'll be.
Are we talking about Man City?
No, I said it. We said City like 3 times, like Beetlejuice, and my
Yeah, and then Martin pops up. See, hi Martin, you good, brother?
I'm here. Good. Don't know.
Martin, how you feeling after the weekend when I told you that there was?
We will get there. We'll get there. Igal. Wait.
Jesus, he's like a hyena, isn't he? Straight in.
Pass and move,
Yeah,
Igal.
you know
Pass
me,
and
I'm
move.
straightforward.
Pass and move. Martin, what do you make of Arsenal this weekend?
They were very good. Very good. Didn't think much of Tottenham. Thought Tottenham were garbage. Jesus. But by the way, can we have that Tottenham turning up at the Etihad at some point? Because that Tottenham never turns up to the Etihad. I just wish Tottenham would turn up to the Etihad like that. No, Arsenal were very good. Eze, excellent. Hat-trick. Arsenal were very, very good. Decisive. Got the job done.
Mm-hmm. See, good summary there by Mr. Martin. Tell Martin is seething without seeing his face even. So. Tell he's.
Well, I'm waiting for the gal to say City by referees. Never mind. Move on.
No, I thought.
I think our envelope got lost in the post this weekend. It went through the Newcastle bank account.
I thought you guys didn't speak about referees. Am I tripping?
No, we don't. Listen, I've had my whinge about the ref. We move on. We got screwed. You move on. End of.
There you go. Anyway, let me just grab these supers and move on. Talk about City, actually. Big up to Akio, says big up Husam and the whole panel. But Martin, you had one job. Fair play, Igal. It's all Arsenal now. I think people are.
Oh, sorry, that's me.
Yeah, that's to you and to Igal, and you were both quiet.
November 23rd. November 23rd. Yeah, it's 7 points this week. It may drop back to if Arsenal draw away at Stamford Bridge next week and we beat Leeds, it's back to 4 points. This is my thing at the minute. Everyone's doing this. I've never known a season where each time there's a defeat or there's a win, someone's lost the title, someone's won the title, then they've lost the title, now they're back in the title. If we're going to do this for 38 weeks, we're going to have a very unhappy year. I've never known a season where we literally do this.
Crisis mode.
Okay. When are we talking about City? Because I don't think you have what
we
it
will.
takes.
Egal. We're just reading this.
You don't think we have a case?
There are 3 people who sent money supporting the channel. Thank you, Akio.
Hang on. Egal wants me to be scared.
No.
Egal wants me to be scared and Leeds at home.
It is all Arsenal. And the reason why it is because I don't think we're going to drop enough points for them to even get a sniff.
Okay. And now, and that's the part now where we're going to speak about Man City.
You're going to go unbeaten all season. There we go.
Big up to my guy, Mr. Butler. I think this is a very interesting super regarding Arsenal. Arsenal are much more enjoyable to watch when you block their content creators on social media. I recommend everyone try this. Here's the thing, Mr. Butler, and I'll say I've said this publicly. Me and Martin had this conversation last week when Igal was like quiet towards the end when we were discussing rivalries. No one cares. Igal is annoying. He knows himself he's annoying. You get me? Dio's probably annoying. There's many people who are annoying. I am an annoying Liverpool fan to many people. You get me? Hamza's an annoying City fan. I don't build rivalries based on who's annoying and who isn't. I don't give a shit if Igal's annoying. Personally, I have no hatred towards Arsenal, and if they're gonna win the league, good luck to them. Is it like they're not my rival club? I just don't have that animosity towards Arsenal, to be honest with you. So yeah, Igal himself will probably tell you he's a bit annoying, and he's gonna be annoying.
Husam,
Yes.
nobody hates Manchester City. I've never seen so many street parties this weekend after a loss. Jesus.
Hey, I hate Man City.
But no one hates us.
More people
Yeah, at least Martin, one thing you can never deny is I say it at least.
Oh yeah, you say it.
I own it. I admit it. I don't do the whole, oh yeah, I don't
more
hate
people
them. No,
celebrated Liverpool's loss. Let's be real.
Yeah, but that's because Martin himself will tell you Liverpool are a bigger club than Man City, so people will wait for our downfall. It's fucking normal. Plus, we're
The reason why people celebrated this weekend, Martin's missing, is because both of you guys lost.
And United lost yesterday as well, which is glorious.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I
and
told you all
Tottenham.
no. I told you all no Haaland, no party for Manchester City. Dang!
I did say that. And
This
Martin,
is a
you know what you
conversation
said
I
to
actually
me.
can't wait for now. I'll be honest. I can't wait.
Martin, I said to you on the last show, this is no longer Kevin De Bruyne coming on off the bench to save the game with Oscar Bob. You need other players to step up. And this is another game now where you look around and you say, where is everybody? Of course, Foden was there, had some good opportunities, didn't get
Igal is
back
so
to the
excited. Habibi, one more. خلاص, one more. Human,
Save
hope
it,
you're
Milan,
okay.
Gal, save it,
Thank you for
Milan.
calling me human. Appreciate you. My name is Husam. 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 Welcome to Donasam channel. Like and subscribe. Thank you. I know I'm human. Alhamdulillah.
This guy might be an
Hope
alien.
you're okay, bro. Big up Igal and Jem. I don't know where the hell somewhere random in East Asia Jem is. You get me? Probably doing something shady out
He's
there.
in,
But
Move on.
let's move on.
He's double checking.
You are a City fan and you support Vasco da Gama, you bum. Vasco da Gama are 12th in the Brazilian league and City lost this week. So you're crying yourself. Anyway, back to the topic. I started checking Vasco da Gama results just to cook this fraud.
You petty man.
Anyway, yeah, I am very petty and you know this. Anyway, guys, we need
Petty man.
We need
Petty
you guys to
man.
help us. We need you guys to help us out with the algorithms, man. We need you guys to help us out. It's very important. So please do hit that like button right now and subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. And keep getting involved in the chat. Appreciate everyone who's supported us. Appreciate everyone who's shown us love.
Hang on.
Martin.
I'm sorry.
Lost
Are you telling me you're doing background checks on your subscribers? Are you doing
No,
research in background?
his name is Vasco e Historia. Obviously, he supports Vasco da Gama. Very simple. It's very simple.
Okay.
Hey, just like I've got to accept cookies to see where Liverpool are, I've got to accept cookies to see where Vasco da Gama are. It's okay.
The only time I've heard of Vasco, I mean, it was when they played United in that Club World Cup in the late 90s, wasn't it? Remember when they pulled out
Okay,
the
guys,
FA Cup?
let's just do a quick scroll together. Yeah, let's do a quick scroll together.
Oh
yeah?
my god.
Let's do a quick. No, because this guy's accusing me of crying, and now he's disappeared. Yeah, but let's see. Is Vasco a Historia guy crying? Okay, let's watch together quickly. Let's scroll. Flamengo, Palmeiras, Cruzeiro, Mirassol, Botafogo, Bahia, Fluminense, Sao Paulo, Bragantino, Corinthians, Atletico Mineiro. Ah, there you are.
Not even
There you
12.
go. Vasco da Gama, 13th. Just
You had him 12.
Chiara, the artist. I've never heard of Chiara Football Club before. Anyway, so now Man City. Martin, City sucked this weekend. Talk to the people,
Yeah.
brother. Hi. God.
I don't think City did suck this weekend. I don't think we did. This is the thing. I don't think City played bad this weekend.
What happened?
We didn't take our chances. I mean, Igal, my God, you are like a hyena today, man. What's up? Ants in pants. I get a line out and you're in. What happened? Look at you. I thought you didn't care about us. I thought we were just a cool little city, you gal.
No, I like to be
Anyway.
proven wrong.
Listen, that was the one thing I hate about for the neutral. That was a fantastic game. For the fan of either club, it was a basketball game. You know, Husam, I hate basketball games. That could have been 3-0 to Newcastle or 3-0 to City by half time.
Just how Newcastle like
It was one of them stupid games that was just all over the place. Haaland, misses from 4 yards out, saved by Pope. Foden should have scored, but now we had chance of the chance of the chance. They had chance of the chance of the chance. It was one of them very weird games. Eddie Howe got his tactics spot on second half. He knew Doku was causing them a lot of problems. He packed out his midfield, forced Doku to go wide, stop coming inside, and he tightened up the midfield. And it was one of them games where I look back and go, you know what? It was just one of them games where we didn't take our chances. We move on. We didn't play bad. I know everyone thinks we played bad. We really didn't. I've seen us. We played worse. We were worse away at Brighton and we were worse away at Villa. A lot worse than what we were yesterday. Newcastle, people, I think myself included, we all went up there with a touch of arrogance, thinking, oh, it's only Newcastle, the 14th in the league and everything else. It's like you were saying. People look at Liverpool, 11th in the league, and they all think they're an easy touch now. Someone will go to Anfield at some point and they'll get a spanking. Because what they'll do is they'll go in with the arrogance, they'll lower the guard, and you'll look at the league position. And that's what people do now. They look at league positions and not people's records and everything else. It tells you a lot. It was the first time Eddie Howe had beaten us. First time ever. So it is what it is. Newcastle
there's no way. Is that true? It's actually the first time.
Mm-hmm. First time he's beaten us in a league game. Even at Bournemouth, never beat us. That's why I was kicking back on Igal last week with the Newcastle record bit. I was like, where's that come from? First time he's ever beaten us. It was a very weird game, but I give credit to Newcastle. They fought. That midfield kicked lumps out of us. It was. Livramento was back, and he was very good. Lewis Hall was very good. It wasn't a game. Sometimes you come out of a game and you think, my God, we were crap. We got a lot to improve on. I came out away going, but it just took our chances. Just take your chances. And that's a totally different game. And it is what it is. We didn't play bad. We just Eddie Howe was tactically spot on in the second half. He nullified the main threat through Doku. And it is what it is. You move on. But I'm not going to give up the title. I don't concede the title. It's 7 points. Yes, Arsenal are favourites, 100%. But like I said, we've got Leeds next week. If City beat Leeds and Arsenal got a very tough game at Chelsea, we'll see what happens. It might, swings and roundabouts and all that. It's November. I didn't expect Manchester City to win 27 out of 27 games. So, are Arsenal favourites? Pardon?
No, go ahead. Sorry. I thought you were done. My
bad.
We're
not going to win 27 out of 27. Don't think we can lose many more. I estimated we can lose 6 this year. Maybe that's down to 5. Don't think we can lose many more now. We're going to have to go on a run. One thing we're going to have to do now is go on our run that we're doing the second half of the season and hope Arsenal drop points somewhere. But Arsenal are favourites to claim, and I've always said it. If Arsenal win the league, I will congratulate them. Told you that 3 weeks ago. I will congratulate them. Whoever wins the league will deserve it. I'm not one of these bitter people who, go into hiding because Arsenal win a league. Jesus Christ, I'm a City fan. I've seen everyone win a league. I had United fans rub it in my face for bloody 20 years. You think I'm bothered about Arsenal? I've seen Arsenal win leagues before. I ain't bothered if Arsenal win a league.
Same. I ain't bothered. But you guys have a mini rivalry going. But anyway, it's just Igal. Why you go ahead? This is your moment.
I was actually trying to find the clip where he was speaking about last week, where he was saying we were talking about who's more likely to drop points. in these games, and he was saying, "Don't you dare drop points to Tottenham." Blah 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 blah. And I was like, "You have a better chance of dropping points to thing than we do." And another thing is, City fans don't want to accept the fact that we're right, that they're too dependent on one individual player to produce their end product. And they don't, and it's not like he's a creator and goal scorer. He's just a goal scorer. Yes, that they're creating chances, but this is Newcastle. They thrive in chaos. They love games where they get opportunities, the opponent gets opportunities. This is how they play. You don't come out of a Newcastle game saying, you know what, that was terrible. We got outplayed. We never got a kick on the ball. You're going to get chances. The thing is, the chances they give you tend to be in areas of the pitch where they're okay with it. They're okay with you getting chances in the wide areas. What they don't like is you getting a chance where there's no defender in front of you to block the shot, and you're basically one-on-one with the keeper. That right there.
Did you watch the game? Did you watch the game?
I watched the game. So
we had plenty of them. We had plenty of them.
You know, Martin, you're kind of
again. I'm not going to moan about the ref. I'm not going to moan about the ref. But should have had a penalty, and their goal was offside. But how you move?
Hey,
Igal, this is what makes me laugh with you. When it's done to you, you're on TalkSport, Twitter, Sky Sports. You're up there on.
I thought you said you're not going to talk about the refs.
Hang on. No.
1 second.
No, I'm not talking about the refs. Igal,
I don't like the inconsistency. Do you want to talk about the refs, or do you don't want to talk about the refs?
Please let me finish. Please let me finish.
I was the one that was speaking. You cut off.
All right, carry on, man.
You cut me off, and you're saying, let me finish.
Carry on, man. Carry on. I'll talk about your double standards in a minute. Carry on.
Okay. So he doesn't want to talk about the refs, guys, but he wants to talk about the refs. My main point, and I will reiterate this point until the cows come home, this City team is not on nothing until more players help out Erling Haaland. We are 12 games into the season, and the second leading goal scorer is still, to this day, a Burnley defender scoring 2 own goals.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Yes, it's not.
Yes, it is. In the Premier League, nobody else has more. Nobody in the City team has 2 goals. Not one. Not one City player outside of Erling Haaland has more than 2 goals. Everyone else is on 1. Your whole entire team is on 1. Doku has 1. Nunes has 1. Gavardio has Gonzalo, Nico G has 1. Nico Riley has 1. Foden has 1. Cherky has 1. Diaz has 1. Reinders has 1. And if you want the evidence, just go on whatever website you want to go on, type in Premier League goals for Manchester City players, and you're going to see it. My main point.
Are we just doing probably back to just Premier League this week?
My main point.
Whatever suits your narrative.
Once again, we're talking about the Premier League. We're not talking about all competitions.
What's your top goal scorers? Before the weekend, what was your top goal scorers?
My top goal scorers was Gyökeres. I think he's on 4. The next one has like 3. Next one has like 2.
No, I don't. No, they didn't have 3. You have 3 now.
No,
before the weekend, they weren't.
1 second.
Because I checked this.
I'm pretty sure Trossard has 3. You got, of
right.
course.
I checked this. I checked this at the last week. City have had 11 or 12
all right. So yeah, before this weekend.
Yes,
he keeps cutting me off, and then he wants to say, "Let me finish" when it's his turn.
We'll give facts. Give facts.
I'll continue. By the way, I was right. Before this weekend, Gyökeres had 4 goals. Before this weekend, Saka had 3 goals. So regardless, if you want to include Trossard and Eze right now, the collective scoring goals is better than one individual. And you, as a collective team outside of Erling Haaland, he doesn't have enough help right now. City of old, you even the most recent City team that won the league, you still had guys like Julian Alvarez and Foden chipping in for a large portion of the goal tally for the year. Right now, you don't have that. And even if you want to compare it to last season, Liverpool still had Luis Diaz scoring goals left, right, and center to start the season. You have nobody outside of Erling Haaland on anything when it comes to that final third. You're missing chances. I'm not surprised because outside of Erling Haaland, I don't trust majority of these guys when they're in the final third. They haven't shown it this season. They haven't shown it consistently this season at all. And in the Champions League and other competitions, maybe you have other goal scorers. But in the Premier League, where we've played 12 games, outside of Erling Haaland, not one City player has 2 goals. Not one City player has performed consistently in the final third to help you win the game and get the end product. You've had good performances. You've had Doku show good performances. You've had Foden show good performances. But performances are one thing. The performance alone is not going to win you the match. You need the end product. And my main point has been Liverpool City this season, they had a defensive problem.
Let me ask you a question. Is it because Igal is saying
City had a defensive
because
problem?
what he's saying is factual. What Igal is saying is true.
Problem,
your second top goal scorer is on 1 goal. It's not an insult.
And now they have an attacking problem. And when you say, did you watch the game? I watched the game. You had Phil Foden have 44 touches and he had a couple shots where he should have finished. You had a lot of different opportunities to score goals. But you know what? Unfortunately, Newcastle, this is what they do. They thrive in this chaos. And you can come out of a game against Newcastle
That's another good
saying
point,
you played well and lose on a regular occasion. It happens.
Newcastle want this basketball chaos. They do because they thrive in it. I agree with that.
That's fine. I'm not disputing that, but I'm not going to say Igal sat there. You're going off 1 game.
Yeah, but we're here
against
to
Liverpool. No, Sam, because you're just doing. If we're just going to do Newcastle, fine. Yes, we missed many chances, and I've said that. But the previous 3 games before, we'd scored 10 goals, and we had many different goal scorers. You know that yourself. Last week against Liverpool, we had 3 different goal scorers. So we can sit here and do with this. No, I'm not, Igal, because you're trying to do these gotcha. No,
it's not a gotcha. It's a fact.
I'm going to shut up again because Igal will do another crime video next week.
No. It's a statistical fact, which you're in denial about. You and Vater and all the City fans seem to be in denial that outside of Erling Haaland, nobody else is stepping up.
Am I allowed to speak yet? Am I allowed to speak yet? Or do you want me to cry because Igal's interrupting me?
Go on.
Right. This weekend, yes. That was fact. I agree with that. But I don't judge my season based on 1 game. The last few games, we've been getting goals from everywhere. People have been stepping up. You can't just go 1 game. As I told you again. I'll shut up again. Don't have an issue. Again, I don't have an issue with the main goal scorer. You seem to want this. You've got a big thing of I want goals from everywhere. You want to spend 65 million on a goal scorer and he gets 5 goals and then go, yeah, but Ezzy scored 20. Because what it does is to you, it deflects away from your 65 million pound flop up top. That's what it does. If I'm spending big money on a striker, Igal, I want him to get the majority of my goals, mate. That's why he's the main guy. If I've got Mbappe, score the most goals. If I've got Kane, score the most goals. If you're spending 65 million on a striker, he should be your top goal scorer. Otherwise, what are you spending 65 million M's on?
Martin, I don't disagree with you on that. What I do think is.
So what's your point?
My point is a team that's going to win the Premier League cannot have Erling Haaland on 50 goals and nobody else nowhere near 10 goals. You're going to need other players to start. It's 12 games. It's 12 games, but what I've seen is you had a poor defense to start the first couple games. You fixed the defense, but now you have an attacking problem. You're creating the chances, but outside of Erling Haaland, nobody's.
1 game is now an attacking problem.
No, it's not 1 game. It's been happening for the whole season. You lost 4 games. Don't forget that. You lost 4 games this season already. Don't forget that. It's not 1 game. You've lost 4 games.
Igal, don't you shout at me. Don't shout at me. Not me, Dad. Okay, don't shout at me.
I'm making a point. It's not about you, Martin. Come on. Don't make it personal. It's about
What are you screaming at me for, like a child? Let's have an adult
You're
debate.
making it about one. You're making it about one. It's not about one. You've lost 4 goddamn games. You've drawn 1. 5 games where you've dropped points in 12. Do you not see that is clearly there's a problem here in some of those?
No,
games,
we have an issue away from home. I would agree with that. Yeah, we need to improve our away record.
It's not about
don't deny that
away from home or at home.
It is because all our losses, 3 of our 4 losses are away from home. We've only won 2 away from home. That's my biggest concern at the moment. I'm not, the difference between me and you, I ain't bothered who scores. I am not bothered who gets the goals.
But you are when you don't win the game.
I'm not.
So you don't mind losing?
No. My issue is on everyone on Saturday. We had enough chances in that game to beat Newcastle. We didn't put our chances away. We didn't play bad. We just didn't put our chances away. We move on. Sometimes you hold your hands up and you go, you know what? It was one of them games, and you move on. I don't know what more do you want me to do? Do you want me to sit here and say City are crap, City are out the top? I don't know what you want me to do.
What I want you to do is to say, you know what, fair play. We need Marmoush to step up. We need Foden to step up. We need these guys to start.
Marmoush is disappearing. Marmoush is disappearing for like 6 weeks soon. What do you want me to do?
So what is City gonna do when they're 2-0 down and they need a goal? Just depend on Erling Haaland to figure it out.
No, because what I've always said is sometimes when Haaland, your debate was a few weeks ago, when Haaland is there, you rely on Haaland. Yes, you do. When Haaland is there, we do. All our play is to the big man. The same way last season when Salah was the main guy at Liverpool, it goes through him. When your argument was when Haaland is not there, we change our style when Haaland is not there.
Haaland there or not there, you still need other people to step up because Salah. The difference between Haaland and Salah is very simple. He will also get you another 15 assists and create 15 goals on top of the goals that he scored. Erling Haaland's not creating another 15 goals. If these guys are around you are not finishing any dinners, they're not closing out games with Erling Haaland. They're not finishing off opponents. You are not going to win the Premier League, let alone compete for any other trophy this season if you're only relying on Erling Haaland to save you week in, week out. I'm looking at City. You are very, very, very dependent on Erling Haaland to bagging a goal, or else you don't win that game. I look at the game versus Tottenham. Erling Haaland doesn't score, you don't win. The game versus Brighton, yes, your defense was shocking, but even then, you scored 1 goal. No one else could step up. Since then, you had good performances. You had some games where you won. You played well defensively, but now we're back to square one again. Guess what happens? Aston Villa, nobody else steps up. This game versus Newcastle, you get 1 goal from a set piece. Outside of that, nobody else steps up. They have numerous chance after chance after chance. They can't finish their dinner. I don't just need Foden to score a couple goals. You need Foden to get damn near 10 to 15 goals for you to be competitive in this league title race.
You won't get that. You won't get that in the Rollins in right now.
Okay, so then who's going to get it?
But this is why, again, you are right, we need the likes of Cherky and others to step up. I agree with that.
Okay, so we got there at the end.
It's not about getting there. No. It's not about getting there. You've got this thing of gotcha moment and you want to do this thing.
No, it's not a gotcha.
I'm not. The difference is I'm not bothered who scores. I'm not bothered. Ruben Diaz scored at weekend. Should I take that goal off Diaz and give it to Haaland?
You're not bothered. I'm not asked. You're not bothered as long as you win. But when you don't win, you're going to be bothered because you're going to realize that not enough players are.
No, because watch my match reaction. Watch my match reaction, Igal.
Your match reaction is probably going to focus on the overall performance, but you're not going to. You're not going to pick out. You're not going to pick out Foden for missing how many chances?
Yes, I did. I said
Foden played poor. Is that not under the same bracket of the problems that I'm addressing?
People, right, Igal, not everyone is going to play superbly.
Why are you both
38
arguing when you're
games
both
this
saying the
season.
same thing? I don't get it.
Exactly. I don't know where we're going with this. We're going in a circle
You're
here.
both saying
He's
the
wording
same
it
thing.
differently.
At
Sam,
the end,
I've tried to get out of this for 10 minutes.
at the end,
Igal's the one pushing it.
Martin said the same thing. Okay, so let's just establish something. So do we all agree that City need other players other than Haaland to step up? We're all in agreement here?
Yes.
Okay, great. So the second goal scorer can't be
Bloody
someone
hell.
on one goal. Okay, so we agree.
My point about the ref was not moaning about the ref. The end of the day is the ref's the ref. He was shit. We move on. My difference is, if I find it ironic and a little bit two-faced when Igal sits there telling me, if that was Arsenal at weekend, Igal would be up everywhere screaming about the referee, and I get accused of buying referees and referees own us, and but we do this for referees. I just want Igal. All right, just admit the referee was poor for City on Saturday. That's all you got to do.
He was.
Just admit that.
Yeah, he was.
Thank you.
Odin should have had a penalty. The sharp tackle, 100% a penalty.
He also
The
wasn't
offside goal.
consistent. He also wasn't consistent in the Liverpool game because he allowed the first goal to go in when he ruled it out in the City game.
Igal, I can't wait till Arsenal get a dodgy referee again because I'm going to go, nah, it's all right because City got
One
that. Let's
second.
move on.
Did I say anything negative about the referee thing? I just said,
Igal, you had a 25-minute vitriol last week on a referee section because Michael Oliver was your referee.
yeah,
25 minutes on it.
Guess what? Because he previously filed legal action against Arsenal fans over a situation. This has nothing to do with that. The referee got it wrong in the City game, but guess what?
Twice.
No. The offside was not offside.
Yes, it was.
They ruled it onside.
You nearly escaped them.
Because they showed you a cartoon. Because they showed you a cartoon 10 minutes later.
I don't think it's about the
Here's one for you,
You
Igal.
don't trust
Ruben
goal
Diaz. Right,
So you don't
wasn't goal line technology.
I mean
what we do.
offside, the automatic offside.
I think the sharp
No,
tackle.
we don't have it in the Premier League. We don't have it in the Premier League.
What was the automated offside thing?
It wasn't. They drew that. We don't have the automated one in the Premier League.
It's semi-automated offside. So offside aside, the decision for me was the penalty that Foden should have had, the sharp tackle. That was the worst one in the whole game. I don't get how they didn't give that as a penalty. There is zero reason to not give that as a penalty. Legitimately zero reason. Should have been a penalty 100%.
City should have took the chances. We move on.
City did get shafted by the referee 100%. This is the reality of the game. They should have had a penalty. But all the criticisms are also true, meaning the second goal scorer can't be on one goal. You can't rely just on one player. And look, here's the difference between relying on a Haaland and relying on a Mo as an example. Mo is a creator and a goal scorer. Haaland, you need to feed him, feed the beast. He's the best striker in the world for a reason. You create him chances, he scores goals. Very, very simple equation. Put Haaland through and he will score goals. And you need the players around him to step up, not just in goals. There's another element that Igal didn't even speak about. They need to step up creatively as well. You need to be able to feed the beast. You need to be able to feed the monster. And you're just not feeding the monster. And you're not eating yourself. That's the biggest problem. So the players around him, Foden, Sharky, whoever it is, Doku, you need to be able to create chances for Erling Haaland. Because you know that he'll score you goals. And you know that he's capable of scoring goals at an unbelievable rate. So that's why you need to be able to put him in a position to score those goals. So the ones around him don't only need to step up just purely from a goal scoring perspective. They need to step up creatively too. Create chances. Let's go. That's the important bit as well. You know. So
and just so you know, we don't actually have semi-automated offsides in the Premier League. It hasn't been introduced. On the 16th of August, they went into a meeting to talk about it. It was never accepted. They're running tests on it, but it's not actually in the Premier League.
Martin.
And you can check that on the website.
Martin.
So what the hell is that?
I'm not here to rub it in your face.
That's what we were asking ourselves.
1 second. I'm not here to rub it in your face, but there's gonna be a point in this season where your eyes finally open up and it clicks, and you're gonna say, you know what, Igal, you're right. because what I'm saying,
Igal, I'm not here to massage your ego right wrong.
No, it's not even about ego.
What the hell is this? Is this the Igal show or the blue pill, red pill show?
Massage your ego is crazy.
What the hell is this?
It has nothing to do with ego. I personally believe you're in denial.
I thought enough was enough. Enough.
Man said massage your ego.
You're in
Wallahi,
denial.
that is mad. That
You're
is
in
mad.
denial.
Man said massage
You're
your
in
ego.
denial.
You're not going to say I'm right. You're not going to say I'm right.
Igal just wants
No,
the
you're
whole
in denial.
like, oh
You don't
yeah,
want to accept it.
Igal is
You don't
right.
want to accept it. But I've seen this before. I've been here. I know what you're going through. And right now, there's a glaring hole.
You don't know what I'm going through because I'm not. You don't have a clue what I'm going through. Igal, don't tell me what I've been through, mate. I've got more titles than you've had at dinner, sunshine. Let's not play that
right
game.
now, this season, what you're going through, I've seen it. You've already lost 4 games. You've drawn 1. You have it.
Igal, I've seen us get relegated, mate. You think this is a fucking bad thing for me?
Let me get my point across, because then you'll understand where I'm coming from. I'm not talking.
I don't understand where you're coming from, no.
I'm not talking about your brief history as a club for the last 10, 20 years.
My brief history, mate. My brief history. We won an FA Cup before you were even invented, sunshine.
Okay, now he's gotten mad. Okay.
So what we doing here?
I don't want to turn this into a.
Don't play history with me, sunshine, because I know my club's history.
Okay. I don't want to turn this into an argument. Let me just tell you, without being an asshole, the real talks is you don't realize what's going on. You are still in the delusion that you can come back and fix everything on the fly, and you can bandage everything.
Because I've seen us do it every time.
Yes,
I've seen us do it every single time.
Simply put, you don't have the equipment for what you're trying to do. You don't have the tools to build what you're trying to build.
We come second. No, Dimmitt says we come second. I'm not going to have a meltdown. We come third or whatever.
You are in the same level as Chelsea right now.
Okay, but they're 1 point behind
no,
Chelsea.
No, we're not, because we've all won Champions Leagues. You're the odd one out here, sunshine.
Anyway, speaking of history, I want
that
to
Champions
move
League help
on.
you this year? No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Champions League doesn't help him this year. Doesn't help him this year. Big up to the Football Social, who says, Husam,
you better win this title, Gal. Long days for you if you don't win this title, sunshine.
Martin,
long days.
Martin, there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh,
I love Igal. Let's go. I think Igal and Martin don't realize it, but they bring the best out of each other.
You better not. You better not drop. You better not drop. You better not drop, sunshine. Because if you drop.
Let me just say something, Martin. Let me just say, you see these two, they don't realize it. This is the Messi-Ronaldo rivalry of YouTube this season. They don't realize it. These guys every week come here to pick the best out of each other. Even in the fucking international break, they're still fighting. It's glorious. It's glorious. Husam, it was a spell check, my brother, is what the Football Social is saying. Big up. Thank you. Let's get to 200 likes, my people. Stop with the snail-laced building up. You're moving like sloth, is what my guy is. Hey, Aki, I'm proud of how you're moving like the new moderator. You get me keeping everyone in check, the timeouts and all that. Let's go. But you are right. Make sure you guys are liking, guys. Let's get the likes up. We're going to move on, talk about Liverpool. We have 500 people in here. This has been an elite show already. Can we just get to 200 likes? You frauds. Close the live chat, hit the like button, subscribe. Go subscribe to Mancunian Way. Go subscribe to Igal Talks Football, and go subscribe to Casual FC.
Hey, I've got a guy in the chat called Gunnar going, more like Ian Dower. That's why you're sat watching me, and I'm on here. So sit and eat your cornflakes, listen to what we've got to say. We're on camera, you're in the comments, watching us. You know what I mean?
I just want to say something. People will blame me. People say I'm toxic, right? Because Martin on a Mancunian Way is calm. Igal on Igal Talks Football is calm. They come here and they become toxic. It's mad. City hasn't won a game in the Prem that Haaland didn't score in, so Igal is 100% right. And Martin can't accept it. Big up Igal and Martin. Fight. Wow. Also, the reason why your first sentence is fraudulent is because Haaland scores every fucking game.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Obviously, the ones that they won, Haaland would have scored in, brother. That's a crazy take. Like,
It's like
oh,
saying Jesus never.
Liverpool don't win a
Jesus
game where
never
Salah
lost a
doesn't
game.
score an assist. No shit, Sherlock. That's a crazy
Jesus
point.
never
and you
lost
know
a
it.
game in the Premier League that he scored in. He's always injured.
Who hasn't? Who hasn't? Jesus has already got summit that none of your players have. Titles, medals,
What does that have to do
a
with
lot of
anything?
things.
Yeah.
How does it feel? How does it feel that
The sky's
Zinchenko
blue. What
has
does
more
that have to do with
medals?
anything?
Has more medals than any of your guys in your camp.
You two get off and leave Igal and Martin to fight. Khalas, we have to speak about Liverpool now. Big up to the football social says my favorite couple I'm loving. Bro, you go to Mancunian way, you will never see Martin like this. You go to Igal talks football, Igal is calm. You come here and put them together, Messi, Ronaldo, right here. It's crazy. This is El Clasico every Tuesday at 2 p.m. You
By
get
the
me?
way,
This-
you do know what's going to happen, Igala. Sam's going to message us and go,
Husam's
right, I want
marketing
you.
team is amazing.
I want Martin on us. I want Martin versus Igala on the show next year. The Martin Igala show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm pre-booking it. Just remember,
See what I mean?
was the one.
Igala,
that
I know
made
what
this
he's
idea.
doing already.
Yeah, I was the one that made this idea. Let's go. You get me? Big up Husam. Big up Husam for bringing us all together. Anyway, speaking of Husam and bringing us together, just just because Martin mentioned history, I'd just like to say we've got more Champions League than everyone on the panel combined. You get me? Let's not forget this.
You do?
get me?
You do?
6
Yep.
Champions League winners,
Well
Liverpool
done.
Football
And
Club.
you also have less.
But we
Premier Leagues than
absolutely suck right now, guys. So moving on to speak about Liverpool. Another day, another loss. Yay! This is life. 8 losses in 11 games. Is it 8 in 11? It is 8 in 11. I've lost
Right.
count.
Can I call you?
Can you get your own record?
Husam?
Why have you got to take our record?
It's 6 in 7, isn't it? I know that. It's 6 in 7.
No, it's
6-7.
it-
No, but-
all
no, but-
comps
no,
8
but-
and 11.
Oh, come on.
Andrew, you know what annoys me is City had a 1 in 14 loss record.
Yeah.
Total crap. And now because we have that record, Liverpool have to come and try and take that one off us now. We can't even have the bad records. He wants that one off us now.
No, what they'll do is, when they got 99 points,
That's one record you don't want.
They'll get 1 in 12. They'll get 1 in 12.
Well, Sam does. Well, Sam wants it.
We are
Let me
finito,
say
bro.
this, guys. Husam,
Yes.
you need to talk to me about something. All international break, you're going on Liverpool panels, telling them we have to trust Slot, let him get it right, let him fix it, give him a chance. Or you were like trying to talk about giving more time to Slot. First game back, you're like, fuck it, it's over. After
To be
all
honest
the
with you, Igal, the third goal broke me, I swear. I was like at 2-0, the chat will tell you they were there in the watch along. Bro, like I was at 2-0 because they always say 2-0 is the most dangerous scoreline in football. You never know.
Yeah.
Player might score a goal here, blah blah blah. Like Liverpool could have scored the goal and then suddenly 2-1 and then you come back. When that third goal went in, Morgan Gibbs White, I was like, nope, it's done. You cannot lose to 19th place Forest.
Was it a penalty? Was it a penalty to Forest?
Brother, we could have lost.
I just
that
want to
game.
see if you want to be honest. That's where I'm coming
We could have
to.
lost that
3-0
game
flattered
6-2.
you. Yeah,
Yeah, we could have lost that game.
3-0
Yeah,
flattered
but Martin, here's the thing though. Away at the Etihad, even I didn't say anything about the referee because we could have lost that game by.
Husam, I have one more thing I need to ask you. How do we now that this is happening? How do you view Arne Slot last season and what he did last year? Do you look at it differently, or do you look at the same?
Oh, no.
This is why Martin gets rattled at you, Igal. You want to know why? Because you're a fraud. Nothing that happens this season will change what happened last year, whether you like it or not. Because guess what?
This is what.
Well, it
Let
can
me,
change
no,
your
no,
perception.
Martin, 1 second, Martin, wait.
No, it
Let
can
me
change your
finish.
perception.
Guys, I am Igal from last year. Hello? My name is Don Igal. The only reason why Arsenal are winning the league is because Liverpool are shit right now. And it's because City are shit. And because referees are making inconsistent decisions. And we have injuries. Frimpong is out. Bradley is out. Kirkus was injured. I'm doing what he did last season. You get me? Meanwhile, this is what Husam thinks. Liverpool deserved to win the league last season because we were fucking great. And so was the manager. And so were the players. This season, Arsenal, if they win the league, which I think they will, they deserve it. Igal cannot do this. Igal is like, so does this prove that last season the only reason is we would have won the league
No,
last
that's
year,
not where I'm
whether you
going.
had injuries or not, whether you had players fit or not, because you weren't good last season.
That's not
And
where
it
I'm
doesn't change
going.
the fact. No, one, let me land. And I tell you that the biggest thing, Chelsea fans know that Conte in the second season was ass. But in that year where they won the league, they celebrate how he managed.
I was going to
So
say
you
it's
can create a separation. Arne Slot was fucking amazing last year. This year he's been shit. So that's the difference.
Do you know what this season reminds you of? It reminds you of our 15-16 season where you were like, we were crap in the league but good in the Champions League. And you're good in the Champions League but shit in the league this season. That's what it reminds you of. It reminds you of our season when we sacked Mourinho like after we lost to Leicester. Because I understand what you were saying. It's like Forest are like, it wasn't like losing 1-0 to Forest. You would rip your. I don't think you would have said slot out Husam if you'd lost 1-0 to Forest.
Yeah,
but like 3-0 was just totally unacceptable, especially to a Sean Dyche side. You know what I mean? Like ultra defensive and stuff.
All right,
like
fair
that.
play. I'm not going to talk about last season, but I will go back to the beginning of this season. I said, Husam, on numerous shows, I think I even spoke to you, and I said that everyone is scared of Liverpool. Everyone had Liverpool as favorites, but I think you guys need a center back, you need a left winger, and you need a right winger. And if you're going to sell Diaz, you're going to sell Nunes, you're going to sell Harvey Elliott, you're going to sell all these guys, you better bring in enough quality to replace them. I did not think Isak and Ekitike and Verts and Frimpong and Kirkes was enough. You definitely needed Gehi. You definitely needed at least one more left winger. And if you could, at least one more right winger also. But at least 2 more signings would have been perfect to help you guys have the balanced squad. You walked into this season without a balanced squad. Regardless, you still believed you were favorites. You still believed you should have won the league. It's now showing that the imbalance in your squad and some injuries has completely left you in a situation where you've now fallen off a cliff. But there's more to it. The manager has a massive part to play. But could there be a mentality switch from these guys now that they are champions? The same level of hunger might not be there. Certain guys are underperforming. They don't have the same level of team around them as last season. They're not figuring it out. The manager's not figuring it out. There's just not as much pressure as when you're ahead 6-7 games ahead of everybody else. There's less pressure at that point. You're already pretty much just playing well. You just keep going. Now the pressure is different. You guys have to find ways to get results.
Yeah,
you guys have
but
to
here's the
find
thing,
ways
Igal, for me, I'll be honest with you. I think I'm not going to change the narrative on this summer. This summer was amazing. We were incredible. We signed unbelievable players. I think we're asking these players to do stuff that they're not comfortable with, though. Like me and you watch the NBA, so does Andrew as well. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. Imagine ask Steph Curry to be a lockdown defender. He's going to look like shit out there. It just won't work. My issue is like, we've got all these players and we're asking everyone to do shit that they're just not comfortable with. Kirkes was one of the best overlapping fullbacks in the league last season. He's now being asked to underlap, as an example. I take Soboslai, who's been my best player, and I put him at right back. You get me? Gravenberch and McAllister are being asked to basically play as 2 10s and empty out the midfield and attack every single time. You look at Mo, who's been coming under a lot of criticism for, in my opinion, not his fault, but Mo's basically being asked to do like what Maradona did. Like, oh, take the ball, Mo. You're going to be our only outlet. Let's go. You have to dribble past 3 players to create a chance. Like, that's literally what they're asking. And even when you watch that Forest game, he's the only forward trying stuff. Like, okay, it was 4 dribbles successful out of 14. That's 1 in 3 dribbles, which is actually good for Mo, because Mo at his best is just a good dribbler. Well, let's not use crazy words like shit or amazing. He isn't. He's just, at his best, he was a good dribbler, right? He was never like an incredible dribbler. He was never like JJ Okocha or Neymar or Hazard or like some of the best dribblers we've seen in this league. He's at best, he's a good dribbler. And now we're asking him to do stuff he's uncomfortable with. Isak is not even getting touches. Gakpo looks like ass. Rule of thumb, and this applies to every team in the planet. 10 outfield players all look like shit. You've got to look at the man in charge.
Do you miss Luis Diaz?
Igal, if I put Luis Diaz in this team, it changes nothing. If I put
I
Neymar in
think
this
it
team,
does. I think
No,
it fixes your left side. Or
I don't think it does. Me personally, in the summer, you guys, I think it was actually you who asked me, and I said I would sell Gakpo over Diaz all day because Diaz is something different. But I don't think putting him in this team would have changed anything. We've conceded 6 goals and we've conceded 20 goals in 12, Habibi. You don't know how mad that is.
yeah, but you can't hold on to possession because you're
No,
really
actually, we can.
Because of the way it's been set up.
We have
There you go.
75.
This is my issue. This
your
is on the
build-up play is
manager.
problem. Yeah.
This is on the manager. And I disagree. I don't think they did need a right wing and a left wing. I think they
I don't
needed
think we need
defenders.
anything. I just didn't think.
Yeah, I'm not going to listen again. I'm going to say this, and it's all everyone's doing retrospect now. Let's go back to July and August. Everyone was saying Liverpool was scary, 500,000. You did your Twitter video, Egal, saying Isaac when he came in. No, Egal, you did. It's there. You know yourself.
I also
You
said
did
I'm not
it.
scared.
League's over. You said league's over. Isaac's in. It was
everyone said that. And then,
Yes, it's my point. This is down to the manager. I was one who said, you know what, Arne Slot needs the time. Arne Slot has lost the plot. I honestly believe, because and one thing that Husam made a great point. So Bosley and McAllister and Gravenberch was the engine of that Liverpool team last season. I saw it for myself at the Etihad. Those ran the show at the Etihad through transition. Run it. And there's some spot on. What are you doing putting Bosley right back? What's it? It's like he's trying to. He's not just plugging a gap. He's just. It's like he goes into the dressing room and goes, "Play where you want, lads." I don't see the plan out of Slot right now. And do you know what did it for me with Slot? Do you know what did it for me? Where I went, you've lost the plot. His comment about City and Chelsea when he started talking about squad depth and changing 11s around. I'm like, no, mate, come on. You can't do that. You cannot sit there and tell me about squads and money spent and everything else after what you've just done. You can't do that. That told me the guy was under so much pressure. So much pressure. And what we did to Liverpool last week is what Newcastle did to us this week. Sometimes a manager will do something tactically that the other manager hasn't got an answer to and don't know what to do. He hasn't got the personnel. And it's a very simple thing for me, for Slot. He just reverts back to last season. But the trouble is, he's probably scared of doing it because he's going to hurt some egos if he does that now. It's a very simple thing. He's at the 9. But
you look everything what Martin just said. You apply it to the games that we won. Okay, guys, it's squad depth and blah blah blah, and we need this guy and we need that guy and we need signings. Explain Real Madrid to me. Explain Aston Villa to me. Explain these games. Explain them. How can we win? Because our structure was intelligent in those games. We went away to Man City, who are the best team in England in the last 10 years, not just this year. In the last 10 years, that's playing out from the back. And we decided to high press them. Most illogical decision of the whole season so far. We went to the Etihad and high pressed Manchester City. What level of arrogance do you have, Habibi? We all said pre-game, every Liverpool fan I've spoke to, be compact, play with the red and black wall that Arrigo Sacchi used to have, 6-0-4. Allow Mo and Ekitike to be at halfway line. Let them be the counter-attack initiators. Let them do something. And the rest of the team defend, be compact. We didn't even do that. We went away to the Etihad and high-pressed the best playing out from the team, from the back team in the whole fucking league. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So that's my thing. So for me, it's very important to acknowledge that this is legitimately on the manager before anything else. It's just the truth. He's been very arrogant this season, making crazy decisions. And the reason why I said doesn't change anything about last year, this is the same guy that plays Diaz false 9 against Leverkusen. Same guy that plays box midfield away at the Etihad, and we actually end up performing really well and winning. This is the same manager that made us compact when we needed to, made us offensive when we needed to, made us have, like, I think the second strongest defense in the league, who brought the best out of Mo. So many good things he did. And now he's just basically forgotten.
It does happen, Husam. I saw this with Pep last season. You win the league and you think you're untouchable. And you think you can start getting away with stuff that you wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
Because you do. You get that title and you think, right, I'm untouched. Why, by the way, and this is not prop to City, but why not many defend the league? Very hard to defend the league. Because what usually happens is, and Pep was a massive problem in this with Pep last season, their egos take over. Mancini won the league with City in 2012. His ego took over the next season. Because I won the league, I'm a champion, I got you where you did. And then you start being a bit more arrogant, a touch more. You start trying things you wouldn't normally try because the difference between chasing that title and defending that title. When you're chasing it, you take less risks. Because you can't afford to take risks at that point. When you're a champion, and you won the league, I do believe some go into this, well, I've already won the league. I can try things a bit different now. I do believe that happens. I do. Seen it with so many. Ranieri, Pep, Mancini, Mourinho did it. Managers do it.
Yeah.
Managers are human beings. And
The thing is, from the club perspective, though, they did everything in their power for this to not happen. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
Like they signed all the players needed. They got all the players in all the positions we wanted, and blah 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 blah. And we still end up and this still ends up happening. And the whole listen, I don't even think it's the Harrods thing, Martin, because I know you've spoken about this before, but I don't even think it's that because we did everything logical this summer. Okay, go sign the best creator out there available in the market. Go sign the ready-made striker Isak and sign the prospect striker Ekitike. Sign the best left back in the league because you need one. Sign a right back that can be played over there and maybe deputize at right wing in Frimpong. Okay, everything makes sense. Even you want to know something, leave Frimpong out of it. If you want to say it doesn't make sense, no problem. The other four all make sense. Premier League proven left back, Premier League proven striker, best creator who Man City and Bayern wanted, and you signed the prospect striker in Ekitike. Everything we did makes sense. But the manager is asking them to do stuff they're not comfortable with.
Do you know it might? You know it looks like a bit. It's like someone went to Slot and went, you know, we're going to sign the likes of Wirtz and Isak, and he just went, yeah, okay, like that, and just brushed it off like they were joking or something, and then they showed up, and then now he has to try and put them into the team or something like that. I do think your midfield, he has left your midfield too much to do in games that you can't ask them to do. But the two in there, it's just not working. When you have to play Sosabay at right back as well, that's just a problem as well because he's been your best player this season. You have to take him out. It's just something. Obviously,
but deep this, Martin,
not right.
Ask yourself: isn't the fact that Szoboszlai is our best player in itself?
Yes, it is. Yes, Sabozo, when he's called Sabozo.
Do you remember when people were telling you Gallagher's your best player?
That pissed me off something, right? Yeah.
It's actually dangerous. It's not even Szoboszlai. Listen, deserves to win Player of the Season so far, but with all the talent we have out there, why the fuck is Szoboszlai our best player?
Yeah, it's like
imagine going to the Warriors and going like Draymond Green is the best player.
No,
great.
It's like
it means you're shit then.
Sam, remember when De Gea got Player of the Year 4 years in a row? You know,
when De Gea won Player of the Season. That's the thing for me. So with all the talent we have out there, we need to look a lot better. But it's just everyone's being asked to do shit they're not comfortable with. And look,
it's the new toy syndrome. Everyone likes a new toy, Husam. Everyone likes.
But we needed those new toys, though.
I agree. But everyone does it. It's such. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. To me, this is why I don't think you did need wingers. I think defenders is what you needed. Centre backs is what you needed. For me, I think you will get Mark Gay done in January. I think I'll be shell shocked if Mark Gay doesn't come in, and then we'll see then. But my question is, how long does Slot? Do you give him to the end of the season?
No, you don't.
No, he turns it around.
And I'll tell you why you don't. Because this is not Pep. This is not Klopp. This is not Mourinho. This is not Wenger. This is not someone who built this shit from scratch.
Yeah.
So if you built the stuff from scratch, you always get more leeway, more time. The Klopp season, you guys all knew me. At that time, every single one of you knew me or worked with me. The year where we finished 5th. I never once said the words Klopp out. Not once.
No, it's true.
Because Klopp, for me, took Liverpool from nothing to something. From absolutely, we were an irrelevant club when Klopp first walked in. And we were never challenging. We didn't have any serious season other than Suarez basically carrying us. We didn't have anything. And then Slot built us up from the ground up. He came into an empty piece of land and built a whole house. So I never turned on Jurgen Klopp.
Wouldn't he have to go?
Slot. You didn't build this shit.
If you lose at West Ham on Sunday, doesn't he have to definitely?
Yeah, but we got the tweet today, yeah? Listen to this.
Yeah.
Andrew's familiar with this tweet. Because he has seen this type of tweet 100 times. He knows the writing on the wall.
The clock then appears after it.
Fabrizio Romano, Liverpool's situation is complicated and is seen as an emergency situation. Internally, the manager and staff are being discussed. Arne Slot knows that this situation might change as soon as possible, but the club still back the manager. As soon as you get the journalists going like, yeah, the club are backing Slot, guys, you know that shit is about to hit the fan.
But there was a but there. There was a but there, though. But
the club still back.
You've got to win your next game. Win your next game, or you are gone. That backing only lasts like one game.
By the way, we speak about West Ham. Tomorrow we play PSV at home at Anfield. That game ends 1-0 PSV. He's gonna be Thursday. We'll get the club statement. Literally.
Do you know what the big thing is to me is you don't normally get battered at Anfield.
No. Yeah.
That's worry for me. You don't get humiliated at Anfield.
Yeah, a lot of people are turning, including the Scousers, including the match goers, everyone.
You can have a dodgy performance at Anfield, but the opening game, Bournemouth. Bournemouth were decent. They had some chance. You got it over the line though.
Yep.
You don't normally go and get 3-0'd.
You know what else?
History.
You know what else was? You know what else was significant though? The people that left, the time they left as well at that game. Even though I know you were losing 3-0, but that was a lot of people. And I've not seen that since Roy Hodgson days, or maybe like Brendan Rodgers, probably actually maybe it's a bit sooner. But that was because Liverpool are very loyal, even when you've lost even like a 2.
No, bro, you didn't hear? There was a fire drill.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. Was there a fire drill?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Igal's enjoying this top of the league, isn't he? He's loving this at the minute. He's like sat back. He's taking shots everywhere at the minute, Igal.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's funny because you mentioned the Hodgson era. I used to refer to this in the past. We lost to Blackpool at Anfield 2-1 under Roy Hodgson with a way worse team. And actually,
what, you buying Paul Konchesky? You buying Paul Konchesky?
Yeah, I'm talking about those eras. Yeah, I lived through it, so I remember it. But I spoke about that game. I knew Taylor Fletcher scored. I knew Taylor Fletcher scored, but I was unsure whether Campbell scored. So it was Taylor Fletcher and Campbell, right? It wasn't actually Charlie Adam who scored. Now, that game right there, listen to the team we had. Pepe Reina, Glenn Johnson, Daniel Agger, Martin Kelly, Martin Skrtel, Raul Mireles, Lucas Leiva, Christian Poulsen, who was subbed off for David Ngo, Fernando Torres, Jovanovic, Coit, who was subbed off for John Joe Shelby. On the bench, we had Peter Gulassi, Konchesky, Kyriakos, Wilson, Maxi Rodriguez, and Shelby and Ngog.
They got Roy Hodgson.
I just want to say something. We lost to Blackpool that day 2-1. 2-1. We lost to Forest 3-0 with a team 100 times better than this.
And who scored for Blackpool? Who scored for Blackpool?
Taylor Fletcher and Campbell. I think his name was.
Had you signed Charlie Adam then, or was that on the back of that you signed Charlie?
No, he signed him in 12.
We signed Charlie Adam because he scored a free kick at Old Trafford, bro. We were a banter club, you know this. We were
My
never
God,
serious.
I think Roy Hodgson had better
somebody said you had more depth back then. I just think people underestimate the amount of cohesion that team built under Klopp. And when Arne Slot walked in, he did what he did last year, but the amount of change that they did this summer, it was bound to be like a bad year. You can't expect that much change off the back of winning a title. Maybe 4 changes, maybe 3 changes, but to almost change like your midfield, your attack, and your defense, you're asking for too much trouble.
Yeah. I have got a genuine question though. Does anyone know a Fulham
It's gonna be
fan?
not genuine. But go on.
Does anyone know a Fulham fan, a Wolves fan, and who else is? Oh, an Everton fan, because Husam wants to start a mid-table show soon.
No, Everton
He
are
wants
above
to
them.
start a
Everton are above
mid-table
them.
show.
Everton are above them.
Oh no!
Everton.
Well, I'm just thinking because you can forget you know you want to do a Champions League show. You're not even in a
Anyway,
Europa
guys.
League show anymore.
Anyway, guys,
You're
we're
in
gonna
the middle
read
of the
these
road
super
show.
chats. Yeah, we're gonna read these super chats, mate. We're gonna read
Did
these
you
super
see Sky
chats. Big
Sports
up to
did a top
Fonzie.
11 for
As
Liverpool?
soon as Martin smiled and said, "I have a genuine question," I know he was on some bullshit.
It would just be
immediately.
called the Pill Show. There'd be no colours. There'd be no colours. It'd just be called the Pill Show.
Yeah, the mid-table show. I'm gonna get to the Palace fans. Shit.
The shit,
Big
the
up
shit
everyone.
show.
Actually, Palace
Shit
are-
show. What a shit show.
Big up everyone. Like and sub to Don Husam Wintersurfer for the Hollandian way. And Igal talks Arteta. Great panel. Don Husam.
I'll tell you. I tell you what. I'll probably get more subs if I change it to the Haaland.
You get a big boost in
Maybe.
Norway, Martin. That's what
Maybe,
you get.
maybe.
You're Norway
I get the Norwegian contingent in.
Martin, you've become
You
a
must have a
household
large
name now.
Norwegian following.
No, we don't get a lot of Norwegians actually. Believe
Liverpool
it
are
or
the
not.
most supported English club in Norway. And Scandinavia in general.
Yeah,
No, no,
Scandinavia.
no.
I was going to say Scandinavia. Don't just chuck Norway in. You do own
Scandinavia.
Sweden and all
I'm
that.
not gonna lie,
as well, yeah.
Arsenal's up there still.
Oh, bloody hell. Igal, you cannot be in a conversation sometimes, you know.
With Liverpool.
You
Relax,
got to
brother.
push
You're
that
not-
Arsenal convo somewhere.
Chill out, bro. Chill out. You're not in a conversation with Liverpool.
I'll tell you
Anyway.
what, you're not top of the league of injury list. You're not top of the injury list record. That is owned by City and Tottenham. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, Spurs have actually had 12 injuries. This is true.
No,
Big up
16.
to Albert who says
No,
Riddle,
City and Tottenham. City and Tottenham have both had 16.
You wouldn't notice with Spurs anyway when they got their players back, so it don't matter.
That's true. Hey, maybe you could find a Spurs fan and do a show. You and Expressions do a show together.
Oh yeah, because I could just phone up Expressions and go like, "Let's go live," right? Is that easy?
I'm thinking of like,
Hi,
you know,
Expressions, come, let's do a show together. You're a fraud, Martin. Look at him with his Rolex. Have some shame. Big up
Rolex?
Albert.
It's a bloody Samsung Rolex.
No, it's a Rolex. Stop it. It's a Rolex. We know this. This is the Sheikh money right there.
Sorry.
Big up
Sheikh Mansour don't pay me, sunshine. I'm not on
That's
his
a lie.
payroll.
That's a lie.
I know
That's
many
a lie.
things.
You know you're on the payroll. Stop it. Why do you deny this publicly? It's this public information. You know you're on the payroll.
You know, yeah, apparently I am. I am a club shill. I'm on the payroll. I've got Pep's number.
There you go. See,
I negotiate
Don't you feel
transfers.
better now? You feel better now, right?
You
Martin?
negotiate the transfers. It's hilarious.
Apparently so, yeah. Husam knows all this because the amount of times at 4 a.m. in the morning I'm getting, Martin, sort it out in January. Like what? I'm supposed to just ring them up and go, yeah, can you get this player for us, lads? Like I'm in the negotiating of it.
I love it. Like they actually speak to him like he's the fucking sporting director. It's the funniest shit. You should go to one of those late spaces. You see Martin struggling. just listening to the people. Hey Martin, sort this out in January, man. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Do you want to
cheeky,
get us Elisa? Get us Rodrigo? Yeah, I'll just ring them up.
Big up to Albert says riddle. Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man City sat around the nostalgic table, sharing memories of an era gone by. Why couldn't Arsenal join the convo? Hello, Igal. We would like a response to Albert. $5.
Bro, I don't know what he wants me to say.
He has a riddle. You don't know the answer to the riddle?
Riddle me this, riddle me that.
Riddle me this, riddle me that. Oh,
Igal sat there. Igal sat there in his coloured black cap.
Allow it.
Just sat there.
I was trying to get something to
Why? I
rhyme.
don't know what he's talking about.
Igal, come on.
Go straight over
Give
my
us something, Igal. Give us something. Big up to Fonzie who says, big up the Shilkunian way.
head. Yo, I'm gonna actually have to go. I was literally losing. I lost it. I didn't know what the hell you were talking about when it comes to that riddle.
Okay.
He's saying, why does Arsenal not have an era?
We do
Also,
have
why
an era.
everyone has to go? We're gonna
We
end
do have
now.
1 second. We do have an era. The 30s.
The Hang on a minute. Arsenal have got a history here. Let's stop pretending like they have.
The 1930s, we won 3 in a row, and in the late 90s to 2000, we were good for that period. Let's not act like we weren't.
You weren't good
That
again.
era
You
is
were,
the
you
1930s.
were excellent in that era. I think even I'm saying you're going to understand. You were excellent in that era. That team you had now would kick your team's ass right now. That was some team you had back then. That was a midfield. The era, Jesus Christ, that was phenomenal. That era.
Prime Barclays. Anyways,
Freddie Youngberg,
Anyway,
Perez.
guys, we're gonna
Freddie
wrap up
Ljungberg was
the
at the
stream here.
stadium, by the way.
I'm
Anyways, I'll
ending.
let you guys go. You guys have a good one. I'll be back next.
I'm ending the stream. I'm gonna click end
I just
stream.
wanted to say I'll be back next week after we beat Chelsea.
But by the way, can I just say I did something to Igal the other day. I raided him and I said to everyone, put blue sharks in. They literally filled his chat with blue sharks, and he ended 30 seconds later. The little sod. I went, Igal, you don't end.
I've done that before. I've done that before.
And I know you saw it, Igal. I know you saw it.
I saw it just when you ended. Yeah.
Big up to Franklin D. Roosevelt.
See, we do get on. We do get on. I raid Igal.
Of course, 100%. Anyway, guys, we can wrap up the stream here. You get me? Go over to a Mancunian Way and subscribe to Martin to find more of him. Go subscribe to Casual FC to find the YouTube whore, Andrew. You get me? And subscribe to this
YouTube
channel.
whore.
Yeah, but it's just a joke, Martin. Fucking hell.
Wow.
And Arsenal will never won the Champions League. This is true. This is true. Meanwhile, Liverpool have 6.
Is Jem ever coming back from
Stop
Thailand?
acting like you're sensitive. Can we not do this? Since when are you like the Shaq of the show? Like, oh, I'm so sensitive. I'm going to cry now. Stop it. Anyway, gonna wrap it up here. Love you all. Go subscribe to Igal Talks Football, Mancunian Way. Subscribe to Casual FC and subscribe to Kings of the Bridge on Playback. That's where you can find Jem.
Come on, City tonight. Let's smash Leverkusen. Come on.
Come on, Barcelona tonight. Let's smash Chelsea. Love you all.
No, let's not. Let's not. Come on, Liverpool. PSV.
Wow. I'm already depressed. You don't care about my mental health.
Nah,
See you guys later,
PSV.
man. Peace out.
PSV.
Peace out.